Greetings, my brothers. Tonight, the Indiana Pacers head back into the Lions' den, squaring off against the Boston Celtics at TD Garden. This is their second clash in 3 days, and Friday night wasn't exactly kind to the Pacers. A 142-105 beatdown reminded them, and us, why Boston is a powerhouse in the East. The Celtics are led by their dynamic duo of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. On Friday, Brown exploded for 44 points, sinking 6 threes, while Tatum added a steady 22 points and 13 rebounds. They're third in the league in scoring, tops in three-pointers made per game, and deadly efficient offensively. But let's not sleep on the Pacers. Despite their struggles, Tyrese Haliburton remains a bright spot, and Indiana ranks 10th in scoring this season. However, they'll once again be without key contributors like Obi Toppin and Andrew Nembhard. With Boston's rebounding edge and defensive tenacity, it'll be another uphill battle for Indiana. Now, here's where things get interesting. Both teams are capable of lighting up the scoreboard, and the last matchup flew past tonight's total. Boston's three-point shooting and Indiana's pace set the stage for another high-scoring affair. And today's AI pick is over 233.5. Expect a fast-paced game with plenty of buckets, my brothers. The stage is set for fireworks in Boston tonight. Let's cash this ticket. Onto Game 2.
Alright my brothers, let's head to Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, where the Atlanta Hawks and the Raptors face off. The Hawks roll into this one fresh off a 120-110 win over Miami, riding a 3-game win streak. Trae Young has been dishing out dimes like they're going out of style, leading the league in assists, and Jalen Johnson has been a revelation, dominating the boards and adding scoring punch. But there's a crack in Atlanta's armor. While their offense is humming at 117.3 points per game, their defense not so much, allowing 119.2 points per game. That's 27th in the league. A shaky defense is a dangerous liability, especially against a Raptors team desperate to snap a 9-game skid. Now the Raptors. Yes, their season has been rough, but let's give credit where it's due. RJ Barrett has been a consistent bright spot, putting up over 23 points a night. And don't overlook Jakob Poeltl's double-double machine stats. Toronto's been a mess on the road, but at home. That's where they've claimed 6 of their 7 wins this season. Now here's the kicker. Atlanta is playing on the second night of a back-to-back, and they've struggled in this spot, covering the spread just once in 5 tries. Meanwhile, the Raptors are 19-11-2 against the spread this season. Add in their home court advantage and a burning need to end the skid and this line. Oh, it's calling out? And today's AI pick is Toronto Raptors 1.5. The Raptors might just surprise us all tonight. Let's see if they rise to the occasion and cover that line. On to Game 3.
Brothers, let's shift our focus to the Toyota Center, where the Miami Heat face the Houston Rockets. The Heat come into this matchup riding a 2-game win streak, but let's not ignore the circumstances. They're playing on the second night of a back-to-back, traveling after a gritty game in Atlanta. Fatigue is a factor, especially with trade rumors swirling around their leader, Jimmy Butler, who remains out. Tyler Herro has stepped up for Miami, hitting a game winner against Orlando and averaging nearly 24 points per game. Bam Adebayo anchors the defense, but his offensive production has been inconsistent, scoring just 4 points in his last outing. Miami's slow pace and 6th-ranked defense will need to be flawless against a hungry Rockets squad. Now, the Rockets. Despite a tough loss to Minnesota, they've had a day to rest and refocus. Alperen Sengun is coming off a season-high 38-point performance, and Jalen Green adds firepower from the perimeter. Houston's defense is elite, ranking 3rd in points allowed, and their up-tempo style creates plenty of scoring opportunities. Here's the key: Houston thrives on energy, and Miami might struggle to match it after back-to-back games. The Rockets' fast pace and stifling defense make them the clear favorite against a Heat team that's shorthanded and fatigued. And today's AI pick is Houston Rockets 8.5. The Rockets are poised to bounce back and dominate on their home court. Let's trust the numbers and watch Houston take care of business. On to Game 4.
Oh, my brothers and sisters, gather close, this one's juicy. We're diving into the Paycom Center, where the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Golden Boys of the West, face off against the ever-resilient Memphis Grizzlies. Let's start with the Thunder. At 24-6, they're on a roll, and with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander putting up MVP-caliber numbers, 31 points a game, this team is a problem. They've got firepower with Jalen Williams and the unicorn himself, Chet Holmgren, not to mention a defense tighter than a drum, holding opponents to just 103.6 points per game. Impressive, right? But don't let the shine blind you, my friends. They're playing on the second night of a back-to-back, a classic trap. Fatigue is real, and it loves to play spoiler. Now, enter the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah, they're missing Ja Morant, Marcus Smart, and Santi Aldama. But let me tell you something about this squad. They've mastered the art of chaos. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a beast, anchoring a team that thrives on grit and grind. And let's not forget their secret weapon. They're 22-10 against the spread. That's consistency. That's skill. Here's the kicker. We're not just betting on talent here. We're betting on resilience. The Grizzlies have proven time and again that they don't fold when the odds are against them. This isn't just about stats. It's about intangibles. The hunger, the fight, the refusal to quit. And today's AI pick is Memphis Grizzlies plus 7.5. That's right. Don't sleep on Memphis. The Thunder might have the star power, but tonight, it's about the underdog. Let's ride with the Grizzlies and watch them cover that line. Now, on to Game 5, where things get even spicier. It.
Brothers, we close tonight's journey at the Target Center, where the Minnesota Timberwolves host the San Antonio Spurs. This is their third meeting this season, with both teams splitting the first two matchups. The Spurs are leaning heavily on the Phenom Victor Wembanyama, who's been nothing short of spectacular, averaging over 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 blocks. They're coming off a solid defensive performance against Brooklyn, but Minnesota poses a different challenge. The Timberwolves are fresh off a dramatic rally against Houston, showcasing their grit and ability to close. Anthony Edwards has been electric, and their defense, ranked 6th in the league, has consistently smothered opponents. Add in their sharpshooting from deep, and Minnesota is poised to control this game. And today's AI pick is Minnesota Timberwolves minus 6.5. Now, let's quickly recap the night's action. Game 1, Pacers vs Celtics, over 233.5. Game 2, Hawks vs Raptors, Raptors plus 1.5. Game 3, Heat vs Rockets, Rockets minus 8.5. Game 4, Grizzlies vs Thunder, Grizzlies plus 7.5. Game 5, Spurs vs Timberwolves, Timberwolves minus 6.5. Thank you for joining us on this journey, my brothers. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay sharp and stay victorious.